Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Max. Come on, Newcastle United. Fucking get in. The Toon have won. Newcastle 4, PSG 1. What a game. I knew this would be the game tonight, that Newcastle would show on the world's stage that we are meant to be playing in Champions League football. What a game it was tonight. That right there is a proven point by Eddie Howe and the lads tonight. What a fantastic game. What a game. What an atmosphere. I'm literally lost for words what I've just literally witnessed. Newcastle, going 1-0 up against PSG, 17 minutes into the game, 39th minute of the game, doubling that lead to 2-0. PSG, I don't know what happened tonight for PSG. They just didn't seem to look anything like what they usually do, and to be fair though, they did have some moments in the game where they did press and they did try to break in, but our lads were absolutely fantastic tonight. I mean, literally, the game was just amazing. I'll try and put up the stats for you guys on screen so you can see it, but what a game. I mean, what a fantastic game by Eddie and the lads tonight. These are the stats up on screen, as you can see. Newcastle, of course, ending the game with only 27% possession, but it's the shots that you look at here. 12 shots in the game for Newcastle, 11 shots in the game for PSG. It sounds quite equal till you look at the shots on target. 8 shots on target for Newcastle, 2 shots on target for PSG. And when you consider, that Kylian Mbappe was playing for PSG in that game tonight, and he didn't even get, a shot on Newcastle at all in the game until, about I think it was the 84th minute of the game. He got a chance in the game to score against it, and he put it wide. He put it wide. That is just absolutely crazy to hear that Kylian Mbappe took a shot at goal at Newcastle and it went wide. He didn't even get it on target. What a fantastic game by Eddie and the lads. I am really, as you can tell, absolutely buzzing with that win. That is a win that we really deserved tonight. A win that, just absolutely cements that we deserve to be here in this Champions League. The performance by all of the lads out there tonight was absolutely fantastic. But if I had to pinpoint any single player in that game tonight that really stood out in the game, I'd say, to be honest, again, Anthony Gordon was fantastic. Sandro Tonali was absolutely fantastic as well. To be honest, I don't think we can single out any player in this game that played amazing. They were all absolutely fantastic in this game tonight, and what a game it was. It's just absolutely, I don't have any words for what I've literally witnessed there. I mean, we were going under some pretty bad times under the previous ownership. We are now beating PSG in the Champions League at St. James's Park, a packed out St. James's Park. And what a game. The goal scorers, of course, as I mentioned, Almiron, 17 minutes into the game. Isak took a chance at Donnarumma. Donnarumma flicked it back, and as it flicked back, it went into the path of Almiron. Almiron, as usual, with his left boot, whips it into the bottom left-hand corner of the goal. Absolutely fantastic goal. Dan Burn towering above. I think it was Skriniar. He towered above, and he headed it into the back of the net. At first, it looked like they were going to disallow the goal. Then, of course, they looked at it on VAR for over 3 minutes. Then, of course, you can see clearly on VAR when they did show you that Donnarumma had saved it inside his own goal. It was a goal. The only reason they were hanging on and checking it for so long was because of Jamal Lascelles. They thought Jamal Lascelles had handballed it, which he did, but unfortunately for PSG, and luckily for us, there was a second phase of play which meant that that handball no longer counted. It went into a second phase of play. But putting that aside, you know, nobody can say that we didn't deserve that win tonight. I mean, 4 goals against PSG. And it's not like PSG put out a weakened side. They had out their big guns. They had out the likes of Donnarumma. They had out Skriniar. They had out Hakimi. You know, they had out some fantastic players in that team tonight. Kylian Mbappe, Koulibaly Mawani, Ugarte, you know, Gonzalo Ramos as well. Some fantastic talent on show by PSG tonight, but they just didn't have it in the tank to beat Newcastle United at St James's Park in front of a packed out St James's Park. And I've got to say, well done as well to everybody who worked their asses off on that display. That was absolutely fantastic by Wolflags as well. The display, you know, to welcome the players onto the pitch, that was amazing. And every single player, and they can, you know, well and truly be proud when they go to sleep tonight that they put every single ounce of effort out there on that pitch for Newcastle United tonight. Goals, of course, from Sean Longstaff as well, too. Geordie lads getting on the score sheet, Byrne and Longstaff. And then that goal at the end of the match by Fabian Shaw. Woo-wee! What a goal it was. What a fantastic goal. Typical Fabian Shaw-esque. Whips it into the top corner of the net, past Donnarumma. What a fantastic goal to see out the game. Hernandez for PSG, of course, scored as well. That was kind of a soft goal, but at the end of the day, more of a consolation goal when you look at it from a wider scope. Now that Newcastle have won the game 5-1, and we're already 3-0 up before Hernandez even scored that goal as well. So looking at some of the comments before we end off this stream, of course, I see some new faces in the comments. Newcastle win 20 years. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely amazing. I was there. It's St James's Park, you know, back in 2002, 2003 for that UV game when Andy Griffin scored the goal. Absolutely sensational night. I can't imagine what the fans inside St James's Park must have felt like tonight, witnessing Newcastle absolutely whooping PSG, French champions, Ligue 1 champions, absolutely humbled tonight at St James's Park by Newcastle United. You know, just an absolutely fantastic game by the lads. I see Luca there as well. Hi, Luca, mate. Hope you're well. Newcastle smashed it. We did. We absolutely tore them apart tonight, and that is exactly what we need to do. You know, if we're going to be doing what we want to do, which is be the best team in the world, that is what we need to do, and we did it in style tonight. 4-1 win against PSG. Absolutely fantastic performance by the lads. That first goal was amazing. It was an absolutely amazing goal, Luca. I've got to say, you know, Miggy is just firing on all cylinders. That's 2-2 now for Miggy. And long may it continue as well. PSG have finished, not run as a club, need new owners, not just that. They did actually put in a pretty good effort. That's what I was saying a little bit earlier into the stream, but unfortunately for them, they just didn't have enough in the tank to take on the height of Newcastle. That was a problem for them, I seen in the game. And of course, the strength of our side as well, we're just getting in there, muscling in on them, keeping, you know, control of the game and keeping the ball in our favour as well for reasonable amounts of the time. Of course, PSG got quite a bit of the ball as well, but they weren't doing anything with it. That was one of the things that was quite obvious in watching the match, you know, that they weren't really doing anything with the ball when they did have possession of it. But looking at it, you know, just an absolutely fantastic performance tonight by the lads. We'll roll on to the game at the weekend against West Ham before we go into, of course, that international break. But that was also, I have to mention, that was without our full strength side tonight as well. There was players like Sven Botman missing out the side, Joe Linton missing out the side as well, Callum Wilson missing out of the side as well. So, you know, if we can do that with that kind of team, then imagine what we can do when we have a full strength squad. You know, we are looking deadly. Eddie Howe has got us firing on all cylinders, and I cannot wait to witness any single ounce more of what we have to give, this season. We have been picking up form. It didn't start out too well. Of course, we got the win. Obviously, it started out really well on the opening day. We got the win against Aston Villa, but then after that, it slowly started to go down a little bit. But now it is picking up, and now we're starting to see, what the lads can do as well. And Sandro Tonali went off as a substitute for young Ellie Anderson to come on the pitch as well. There was a couple of other substitutes in there as well, like Murphy. Target come on as well on the 93rd minute for Gordon as well. PSG did have some substitutions as well with Fatina, of course, Wolves player coming on to the game for Ugarte, and Barcola coming on for Koulibaly as well. But an absolutely fantastic game by the lads tonight. I can't say any more. Just going to drink it all in now and enjoy that absolutely fantastic performance by the lads tonight. Hope you're all staying safe and well out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. However, lads.